Alright guys, what is going on? Match reaction. Everton 1, Manchester City 3. Manchester City get back to winning ways. Obviously, they got that disappointing draw to Crystal Palace in their last Premier League game, where they were 2-0 up against Palace and then they threw it away nearing the end of the game. But they get the win tonight, and I thought it was a very good display by City tonight, especially in that second half. 1-0 down at half time. Pep probably shouted, screamed at them, and they showed up in that second half, Manchester City, and that was probably one of the best Man City performances I've seen all season. It really was. They were just at it, Man City, tonight. First half they were quite poor, but second half they really turned up the heat on Everton and started to get their passing game going. The tempo was a lot quicker. That first half seemed a bit slow, a bit off it. And, I was saying in the watch-along, City are struggling here. There's going to be, they look lost. I said they look lost. But, they found that goal and they didn't look back. Manchester City did not look back. For Everton, though, they've been on a good run of form of Everton. If they didn't get that 10-point deduction, they will be 10th in the Premier League right now. But yeah, I think a disappointing defeat for Everton, especially because you're at home and you're at Goodison Park. You're 1-0 up as well at half time, and you just don't show up for the second half. I get you playing Man City, arguably the best team in the world, but yeah, I think Sean Dyche will be disappointed with that second half, because Everton were 1-0 up. They had the game in their hands. And when Manchester City scored, I knew City were going to win this game because they scored relatively early into the second half, and I knew it was going to be a long evening when City got that first goal for Everton, and it proved to be the case. But no, Everton still 17th in the Premier League table. I expect Everton to stay up. I think they'll be absolutely fine, because they are on good form. I know they got a defeat tonight, but they were kind of expected to lose. I mean, I did predict Everton to win this game tonight, but clearly my prediction was wrong. But yeah, Everton will be fine. I don't think Everton fans need to worry about relegation, because they are playing good football, Everton. And yeah, they'll be absolutely fine. So I don't really think Everton fans need to worry about that at all. I expect them to clear the relegation zone by about 10 points this season, maybe more. I expect them to have a decent season. And, it's unfortunate with that 10-point deduction, because they will be having a really good season if they didn't get them 10 points deducted away from them. But, it happened to them, and it's unfortunate. But yeah, Man City back to winning ways. I expect it to be a 3-horse race for the Premier League title this season. Man City, Liverpool and Arsenal. I think them three are going to be the teams nearing the end of the season that in and around the top spot. I think it's a big win for Man City. That I really do think it's a big win, a confidence builder. You're away at Goodison Park in a must-win game. Liverpool won yesterday against Burnley. Arsenal are playing tomorrow against West Ham at home, who you think Arsenal should beat West Ham at home. And Man City probably had the toughest game out of the three for this midweek fixtures, and they managed to get the win City in comfortable fashion. And I think Pep will be very, very pleased with that second half performance. Yeah, good performance it was for City. But let's talk about the goals. Everton took the lead in the 30th minute. Jack Harrison with the goal. It's a very scrappy goal, this, in my opinion, for Everton. I think it comes to Rodri, and he tries to pass it to it. Oh no, sorry, it comes to Akanji. Sorry, he tries to pass it to Bernardo Silva, but it's such a hard pass by Akanji. Bernardo Silva keeps it in, but it's a really heavy touch by Bernardo Silva because of the pass from Akanji is so, powerful. doesn't need to be that powerful for a Kanji, and they lose it. City, Everton are onto it. It comes to Beto, he loses it to Rodri, I believe, and Rodri plays the pre-assist, plays McNeil down the line, does Rodri. McNeil fizzes it back into the box, and Jack Harrison's there on the spot to sweep it home for Everton, to put them 1-0 up. And yeah, good finish by Harrison. You know, I mean, any footballer should score that, and he did. He kept it low, in between Edison and the City defender. It went, and Everton take the 1-0 lead, and I think they deserved that. Everton, I think they were the better team in the first half. Everton, I think they were solid defensively, and then it was just a little bit of magic by Phil Foden in the second half, in the 53rd minute, to give City the equaliser. Bit of magic by Foden. I do think Foden's a very overrated player. It's just my opinion. Commentators gas him up, but this was a very good goal by Foden. City get a corner, I believe. I think they take it short. Comes to Foden, edge of the box. You know, to the right hand side. It's on his left foot, so he cuts in, and he just sweetly. It's a sweet connection from Foden. Such a sweet strike. Puts it back into the bottom right hand corner. Pickford's already moved to his left, so he can't get back in time to save it, but it's such a good strike by Foden, so clean, so crisp. You know, a wonder goal it was, in my opinion, by Foden. And when that went in, City were just dominating. They were just dominating, and you knew the second goal was inevitable. And Alvarez makes it 2-1 from the penalty spot. I think it's another corner for City, or a free kick. It's a bit of a mess. It comes to Foden on the edge of the box. He tries to hit it, blocked. Comes back out to Ake, who takes a shot on the swivel. And Onana, unfortunately, holds his arm up high, trying to cover his face. But, you know, they're always going to get given, unfortunately, nowadays. Always going to get given. Referee actually gave the penalty in real time. And, you know, it was never going to get overturned. Yeah, I think even if the ref didn't give the penalty, he would have gone to the monitor and given it. And then Alvarez sticks away the penalty, goes under Pickford's foot, he does make contact on it, Jordan Pickford. I think he'd be disappointed that he doesn't save it. But yeah, you know, City get the lead 2-1, and yeah, Everton really struggled. They had a big chance, Everton, though, to make it 2-2. Calvert-Lewin had a big chance. Harrison gets it on the right wing. Questions of offside. I think he was onside, though. Harrison crosses it into Calvert-Lewin, and he puts it wide. That was a big chance to make it 2-2. Probably should have scored. And then Bernardo Silva making it 3-1 right at the end. A calamity at the back for Everton. Pickford tries to pass it to Branthwaite. Branthwaite doesn't know the ball's coming to him, so it just comes off his leg. And, you know, Pickford's not even in the goal. Because he's a bit to the side of his box. And then Bernardo Silva on his left foot can whip it into the far left-hand corner. But it's basically a tap-in for Bernardo Silva, that. It's basically a tap-in. If it was on his right foot, it would have been a different story, I think. But on his left, it's basically a tap-in. And, you know, City get the win 3-1 in a much-needed City victory. But I think Sean Dyche will be bitterly disappointed with that. You know, 1-0 up at half-time, couldn't see it out. But a brilliant performance in the second half by Manchester City. But guys, let me know in the comments what you thought of the match. Please like, please subscribe, turn on notifications as well. And yeah, catch you later.